Hey guys, Panzer J back here in Operation Thunderball. We are up to turn 8.1, January of 1940. So before I get into Germany's turn, I just wanted to uh, let you guys know what the outcome was, the consequences of correcting a few of the mistakes I had on turn 7.1. So we generated some PBE rolls. In Switzerland, the militia did get a hit. So at the end of Germany 7-1, I had a mountain infantry in Alsace-Lorraine, but that ends up being the casualty that was suffered for the militia getting a hit. So no mountain infantry in Alsace-Lorraine. Then down in southern France, the medium bomber also got a hit. So I had a light armor survive that battle and go to Paris. So I've taken that light armor off of out of Paris. And then over in Warsaw, that was more of a long, drawn-out process. But in the end, I did take it, and I lost one additional unit, which I took as an infantry. So now there's only 3 cavalry and 2 artillery there in Warsaw. So that pretty much covers the corrections from last turn. The other thing I wanted to mention was the Vichy Free French rules. So I printed off the rules as soon as they became available in June or maybe July. I think it was June. And at that time, the Vichy Free French rules 1 through 6 territories went Vichy, 7 through 12 they went Free French. And that's how I rolled. But apparently in a subsequent update to the rules, they've reversed that. So 1 through 6 is Free French and 7 through 12 is Vichy. So after the ships went horribly against Vichy, I was at least taking solace in the fact that most of the territories went Vichy. Well, not the case. All but, I think, 2 ended up going Free French. So Vichy got screwed all the way around on those rolls. And just real quick before I get into Germany 8.1, I just got to give a shout out to the guys I'm playing with. Silk, Boston Bruce, Global War 36 Enthusiast, and Hambone. Great group of guys to play with. We've had a lot of fun already. The texting back and forth, a lot of joking around, a lot of lighthearted banter back and forth. And they were extremely understanding about those handful of mistakes I had on Germany 7.1 and were real supportive. So I just got to give it a shout out to those guys. Anybody out there looking to get into a future YouTube war, any of them would be more than worthy opponents and just great guys to play with. So on to Germany 8.1. So I've got a couple of purchases laid out, and it's going to depend on what we hit for tech. So let's go ahead. We've got our 4 tech rolls. So we're going to go for Advanced Mechs, which is at Stage 3, 7 or higher. Improved Factory Stage 3, 7 or higher. Airborne Doctrine Stage 2, 7 or higher. And Long Range Aircraft Stage 3, 8 or higher. So let's go ahead. First, Advanced Mech, 7 or higher. And a 5 misses. Improved Factory, 7 or higher. A 7, we got that. Airborne Doctrine, 7 or higher. A 4, we missed that. And Long Range Aircraft, 8 or higher. And an 11, we got that. So 2 for 2 again. So we finish off, or 2 for 4, I should say. 50% again. We finished off Improved Factories and Long Range Aircraft. So not too bad. Okay, so on to purchases. So that definitely affected what we're going to buy. So let's see what we got here. So Germany has 66 IPPs to spend. So this was part of buy number 1, and we didn't hit the advanced mech. So we're going to go ahead. This is a free infantry for the Spanish Civil War. So we've got 5 militia for 10. 2 fighters at 10 apiece for 20. That's 30. 2 Marines for 8, that's 38. 5 light armor for 20, that's 58. A 6th militia for 2, that's 60. And 2 paratroopers for 6, that's 66. So that is our full 66 that we're spending. Okay, on to combat. So we've got, I believe, 5 combat moves. So unfortunately for Denmark, Germany is declaring war on Denmark. So they have a single militia defending, and we are going to go in with 3 of our 5 infantry from Western Germany. I already broke those down. And we're also going to go in with a tactical bomber from West Germany. And we have the extra movement because of the air base and now long-range aircraft as well. So I believe you get long-range aircraft to the existing planes as soon as the technology is completed. That's battle number 1. Battle number 2 is here in A11. So we're going to have one of our torpedo boat destroyers come over 1-2, and the 3 fighters from West Germany are going to go into the battle. So 3 fighters and a torpedo boat destroyer. Battle number 3 is going to be this coastal sub is going to come down 1 to A35, attempt to convoy raid the British. Then we've got a couple of subs over here in A53. So one of them is going to come up 1, 2, 3 and attempt to convoy raid the British in A46. And then the other one is going to come over 1, 2, 3 to I3 and do the convoy raiding there. And that should be it. Those are our 5 combats. So let's get right into Denmark. And let me double check. I'm pretty sure I know what the terrain is, but this is what got me in trouble last turn. So the terrain is clear. So the militia will defend it at 2. Our 3 infantry will be 2s, and the tactical will be a 7. So let's go ahead and try to finish off the militia with our tactical bomber. And a 5 does hit. Let's just go ahead and roll our 3 infantry at 2s. And 7, 11, and 12. But we got our 1 hit. So the militia in return at a 2, and a 6 misses. So we end up taking Denmark with our 3 infantry, and that is worth 1 IPP to Germany. Then we've got this battle here in C Zone A11. So we got 3 fighters at a 6, a torpedo boat destroyer at a 2, and that coastal defense ship defends at a 6. So let's go ahead first with our 3 fighters at 6s. And a 2, 4, and 11. So we got our hit. And the coastal defense ship in return, a 9 misses. So we take out that coastal defense ship without suffering any casualties. Then battle number 3 is down here in C Zone A35. So the British still have not researched any technology that would give them an increase to their convoy defense rolls. So the black die with the cross is Germany. The British emblem on the red dice is the British. This coastal sub should be a +1 modifier. And we get 3, 4 to 2. So we should do 2 damage on that convoy line. Then battle number 4 here, A46. This is a regular sub, so we get a +2 modifier. And that's 7 to 2. That's +5. So how much damage can this one incur? I believe that's a 3. Yeah, it's 3. So we should have maxed that one out at 3. And then finally over here, again, it's a regular sub, so a +2 modifier. But we only can do 1 damage here. So let's take a look. 4 to 1, 6 to 1, so we did the 1 damage. So it looks like to me the coastal sub did 2, the sub in A46, 3, and the sub over in I3 did 1. Okay, so a total of 6 IPPs should have come off the British there. So that is it for combat. So now on to non-combat. So things are very peaceful with Russia at this time. We just received the latest grain shipment from the heartland of the Soviet Union, courtesy of the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. And we do not anticipate anything but friendly relations with the Russians. However, the Russians have quite the buildup in our newly acquired Polish territory. So just for defensive purposes, we're going to go ahead and shore up the east there a little bit. So we've got 2 naval transports here in A12, and it's in the same sea zone that borders West Germany there. So one of those transports is going to pick up the remaining 2 infantry in West Germany, and in the same sea zone, drop them off in Königsberg. Then we're going to use our 4 rail movements, and we're going to go ahead and take 4 medium armor from Paris, and they are going to rail to Warsaw. Let's see. Then we've got to land our planes. So again, we came from an air base, and now we have long-range aircraft, so we should have a movement of 6 for these planes. But we don't need it, at least in terms of the fighters. So the fighters went 1 to A11, 2 to West Germany, 3 to Bavaria, 4 to Alsace-Lorraine, and 5 to Paris. So they're going to land there in Paris. Then we've got the tactical bomber, and that also went 1 to Denmark. So it's going to go 2 West Germany, 3 Berlin, 4 Bohemia, 5 Slovakia, and 6 Romania. So it should be able to reach Romania. If not, if I'm wrong about the tech taking an immediate effect, then it'll just fly the 5th spot to Slovakia. Then we've got a air transport and a paratrooper in Berlin, and they're both going to come over 1 to West Germany. We also have an infantry in Berlin that's going to come over to West Germany, and an infantry in East Germany that's going to come over to West Germany. And I believe, one more, we're going to have the infantry in Bessarabia pull back 1 to Romania proper there. And I believe that is it for non-combat. So on to unit placement. So we've got our 1 free infantry for Berlin. So put that down over there. Then we've got 6 militia that we bought. So let's see. We're going to put... I did have 1 more non-combat. Hopefully it's okay with you guys. I was going to move this light armor back 1 into Paris. So on to unit placement. Militia in Aquitaine, a militia in Alsace-Lorraine, a militia in Picardy, and a militia in Normandy. So that's 4. 5th militia we're going to put down in Belgium. And our 6th militia, I got to reach all the way over here. Our 6th militia, we are going to put, where do we want to put this 6th militia? How about Paris? Okay, so then we had 5 light armor, and we're going to put them down in Bavaria. We've got 2 fighters and 2 Marines, and 2 paratroopers should be left. And all those are going to go down in West Germany. And with our improved factories tech, we should be able to place 8 units per major factory. So 2 Marines, 2 fighters, and 2 paratroopers. Okay, so that should be it for unit placement. So we're going to go ahead and align Hungary. So that is worth 2 IPP, and we get to swap out those 2 infantry and the 1 fighter. So that's 3 IPP altogether. Germany went up this turn. And then we just have collect income and recruitment rolls. So first we have Spain. So we get we have 6 territories we can count in Spain, so a 6 or less. And 11, we missed that. And the Vichy, pretty much no hope here. We need a 1. Oh, wow, 2. So close. Okay, so no additional forces for Vichy or Spain. So let's go ahead and move Germany up from 44. Now, I just count the Vichy income in with Germany. I mean, I probably shouldn't, but it just makes it easier for me. So I have Germany at 44 total, counting the Vichy territory. So they went up 3 to 47. And then, let's see, they spent everything. So they have 47, plus they have 6 worth of bonuses. They have 3 for Sweden and 3 for Romania, so that's 53. So as of now, Germany will have 53 IPPs to spend on turn number 9, although I'm anticipating Molotov-Ribbentrop still being in full effect through the end of this turn. And if that's the case, Germany will have an additional 5 for a total of 58 on turn number 9. So turning things over now to Boston Bruce and the common turn. We'll see you guys a little later for Italy, 8.7. Hey guys, Panther J back here real quick. I wanted to do a unit recap because I know a lot of things moved around and I completely forgot. So I'm adding this to the end of the video. So for a unit recap, in Königsberg, there's 2 infantry. In Warsaw, there's 3 cavalry, 2 artillery, 4 medium armor. Romania has a fighter, a tactical bomber, a motorized infantry, a cavalry, and is that 5 or 6 infantry? Let's see. 5 infantry. Bavaria has 5 light armor. Berlin has an infantry and an anti-aircraft gun. Denmark has 3 infantry. West Germany has 2 infantry, 4 paratroopers, 2 air transports, 2 fighters, a seaplane, and 2 marines. Belgium has an infantry and a militia. There's a militia, 1 militia each in Alsace-Lorraine, Picardy, Normandy, and Aquitaine. And Paris has 6 self-propelled artillery, 1 militia, 1 light armor, 3 fighters, and 2 medium armor. So that should cover a unit recap. See you guys back in a little bit.